Welcome to the Lessons from the Animals series, video 5. In this, we're going to take a theory from monkey boxing, so our moth family monkey boxing. So in this theory, we're going to go through another internal principle called shrink-expand, and it becomes very apparent in monkey-style boxing. You might even see it in Western boxing if you watch Mike Tyson. But the idea is that if I have movement to contract, I have movements to expand. This is, again, similar in idea to the theory of opening and folding the wings, like in the crane-style boxing video from the last time. But this one is more about verticality. So you can think about this as like one more horizontal, one more vertical. So this is the more vertical one, or at least the flavoring of it. So the idea that I can shrink and I can expand in the same way. So with the shrinking, it's again, everything contracts towards the lower abdomen in order to engage to the core, and then I expand from there, expanding from that lower abdomen. So all the body gets engaged, not just the limbs. One of the first drills that we learn in monkey boxing, and one of the first drills that I teach in my Kung Fu class, is called monkey running. So the idea is like this. I'm running on all fours around the room. And at first, it's just a conditioning exercise, much like push-ups or sit-ups. But eventually, it teaches core internal principles about shrinking and expanding. Because if I go through the movements very slowly, right, I'm essentially trying to expand as I reach out, and then as I hit onto the ground, it causes my body to shrink as my body essentially shrinks together, and then I reach out as I go to extend and leap. So you can think about it, if I exaggerate it a little bit more, like I'm leaping, expanding, and contracting. And what this does is it builds those muscles over time to handle the shrink expand, so that when I'm up here and I'm fighting, right, I can get the same kind of shrink expand power that I need to up here rather than only down there. So it's training the extremes to get the natural. So you'll even see exercises like this in monkey boxing, where we drop to the floor and we jump up into long fist punch, drop to the floor, up into long fist punch. And again, another very good core conditioning exercise. But it's also training, again, sort of like bobbing and weaving, getting around the punch, but also this expansion force and then shrinking. So shrinking can be seen as more defensive, or if I grab on and I maybe get a chin off, like a joint lock, I can shrink into the space and cause that to wrench whatever I have locked up, right? And then the expand can happen, right? Again, if I get a joint lock, I can expand through the lock to wrench it another way, or I can use the expand to strike out in the more obvious way. So it's all about trying to get that shrink expand. Because if you watch the monkeys, right, monkeys will stand tall, but they'll also shrink down and climb around on all fours, jump up into trees. You'll see their whole body, not just their legs or their arms, but their whole body leaps up to get to the tree. Their whole body acts as one motion, one unit. And that's the same kind of thing that we're trying to get from this lesson, is that we want the whole body to shrink, expand as one unit to get this vertical power force. So that's the idea of the monkey boxing and the shrink expand that we talk about all the time. So see you in the next video.